Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Chamber's annual meeting. We're happy to have you all here. I think we had a list of about 110 as of yesterday, and people still calling at the last minute, but that's okay. I'm glad we were able to accommodate everyone that wanted to be here. This morning's annual meeting provides an opportunity for members to meet the Chamber's leadership, provide you with a preliminary annual report, and hear from last year's Chairman of the Board to talk about accomplishments from 2016, as well as plans for this year by our new Chairman of the Board for 2017. I'd like to introduce some community leaders that are here in the room, and if I miss anyone, I apologize. I know we have a couple of our city councilors, Sandra Keynes and Elaine Lauderborn, City Manager Dan Fitzpatrick, Rochester Police Chief Paul Toussaint, Rochester Fire Chief Norm Sanborn, Rochester Main Street Executive Director Mike Provo, Rochester Economic Development Director Karen Pollard, and from the New Hampshire Department of Resources and Economic Development, we have here today Mark LaLiberty. So thank you for being here with us this morning. I'd like to first thank Frisbee Memorial Hospital for their hospitality today and providing the hall for us every year and breakfast to be able to host our annual meeting here each year. I'd like to especially thank Kelly Welsh here at the Conference Center and Marcello and the food service crew from Unidyne. So please give them a warm applause for their hospitality here this morning. And we do have a plaque for John to thank him, and I'm sure I'll get that to him at a later date. I'm pleased to report that the Chamber did have a successful year in 2016. I was pleased to have worked with TJ Jean of the Gaffney Home as Chairman of the Board last year in bringing some new initiatives forward. My thanks to TJ for his leadership and the support that he provided to me and the staff all year. Thanks to efforts by our city leaders to bring new business to Rochester, we were fortunate to gain many new memberships, especially some of those at the new Ridge Marketplace and other locations around the city. Staff members, our board of directors, and committees continue to seek out new ways to promote our members. We have taken advantage of social media opportunities and enhanced our website to provide additional ways for staff to get information out and promote our member businesses. Our events continue to be successful in drawing members in the community. Chamber members provide continuous support to the organization by investing with in-kind, monetary, and voluntary contributions to our events and publications and our committees, which keeps our organization active and healthy. To continue to promote Rochester and attract new businesses to the area, the Chamber was pleased to have produced a new comprehensive magazine that are on the tables out in the hallway this morning that promotes Rochester and the surrounding communities, and as well as promoting all the different amenities and things that Rochester has to offer. In addition to the magazine, we also produced a new video that you can find on our website that promotes the quality of life, business, and amenities in Rochester that we were happy to have PG Chamber Publishing produce for us. And we want to thank all those who supported those initiatives this past year to make that happen. Your Chamber continues to partner with others in the community, including the Rochester Main Street Program, the City's Economic Development Office, the Fire Department, the Police Department, Public Works, who all help us with various events, as well as other area chambers to collaborate on projects that promote our businesses and enhance our community. In the past year, the Chamber's small staff accomplished a number of initiatives. We were fortunate to have hired some of our bright students at Spalding High School to assist us with a number of marketing efforts at the office. Prior to heading off to college this fall, Kaylee Patterson was very effective in preparing our member news articles and updating our website and social media pages. Tori Gagnon also did a fantastic job updating our many committee and event brochures that we produce due to her graphic design skills, and also provided assistance at events. And this fall, we brought in another senior, Teresa Shield, who has maintained our database and also assisted with our marketing efforts. And of course, Caitlin Marble, our former events and office manager, who I will miss dearly, was very dynamic in managing our many events and supervising our student assistants. She also took on the role of leading and developing our young professionals group to engage young professionals in the area. This group that continues to meet monthly are offered a venue in which to network, hear from guest speakers, and tour a number of facilities. Although we had a farewell party for Caitlin earlier this month, I do want to thank her again for her dedicated service and commitment that she provided to the Chamber for 11 years. Another young woman who started the Chamber back in high school, and wish her all the best in her new career in insurance. During this staffing transition, I was fortunate to have had valuable assistance at the office provided by Kaylee and Tori again during their college break earlier this month. Also by Teresa, and also Jim Gagnon, who most of you know is the former owner of Arthur's Market. Jim has been in for the past month helping me with raising funds for our scholarship program and setting up our business after hours for the coming year. My sincerest thanks to both Teresa and Jim, and if I can ask them to please come forward for a moment. Don't run, Jimmy. These aren't Jimmy's. Good. Have a gift for you, Jimmy. Thank you very much for your assistance. And Teresa, so with change comes opportunity. I look forward to the coming year working with our new chairman, Matt Beaulieu of Service Credit Union, and our dedicated board of directors. I also look forward to working with two new people in the office who will be beginning next week to coordinate our several events, manage our communications, and provide member services as we continue to grow. In the next year, we'll focus efforts on strengthening our membership. A membership development committee has been reinstituted that will seek ways to attract and gain new members. Our ambassador committee will continue to focus on efforts to retain and engage our members. Our governmental affairs committee will continue to monitor local and state issues, as well as efforts to maintain a favorable business climate that will continue to attract and retain our businesses. And our event committees continue to look at how we can improve and change the activities that we do throughout the year. As we look ahead, we want to make sure that your Chamber of Commerce provides you with the tools and connections that you need to create opportunities and programs that can help your business. We continue to invest in technologies and staff to provide our members with valuable opportunities and resources. We invite your suggestions on how we can strengthen our membership and be more valuable to the success of your business. And I just want to go over very quickly the annual report for last year. Okay, so for 2016, you'll see our statement of financial position. For our current assets from 2015 were $178,628. At the end of 2016, they were slightly over $176,000. Our property and equipment did not have any change over the last year. So our total assets after our depreciation went from $322,000 to $308,752. Our liabilities, total current liabilities went from $56,000 to $53,478. You'll see on the current long-term debt, that big change there was we were able to pay off the mortgage on the Chamber building this past year, so that was something that we're pleased to have been able to accomplish. And so long-term liabilities, again, the long-term debt that went away with the mortgage. So our total equity went from $214,500 to $255,000. On our statement of in our statement of activities, our total revenues went from $349,000 to $355,000. We had a slight increase in our membership dues. Events were up a little bit from the previous year, as well as our publications with having done the magazine and the support we got from that. On our expenses, those did go up due to bringing in some additional staff. And our net income for the year ended up going from $42,000 to $40,000, almost $700 last year. That will definitely change in the next year with 2 full-time staff people. So, anyways, I want to thank you for all the support that you continue to provide to the chamber. We, certainly can't do it without you. So, thank you very much. And at this point, I'd like to introduce our chairman of the board from 2016, TJ Jean of the Gaffney Home. He needs no introduction. I'm sure everyone knows him well. So, TJ?
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out this morning. It's a pleasure to see all of you, as always. We're going to begin with the recognition of some retiring board members. We have 3 who have served on the board for quite some time now, and they're going to be leaving us after this year. And we want to recognize them with a very special plaque. So I'd like to start with Mr. Greg Hopkins of HBL Group to come up, please. Have you stay up here, we'll take a group picture. Thank you so much, Greg. Appreciate it. We also have Christy Methoff from Holy Rosary Credit Union. And Christy was also our treasurer on the board, so we appreciate all of her dedicated service to the board. And we have Mr. Bill Powers of Bill Powers Painting. So thank you to our retiring directors. And at this time, I would like to present the top ambassador with her award. And this recognizes a volunteer who has gone above and beyond to assist the chamber. First, for those of you who are not familiar with our ambassador committee, ambassadors promote and enhance the benefits of the chamber membership, serve as a liaison between the membership, the board of directors, and the staff to ensure member satisfaction. The primary objectives are to aid in the retention and involvement of existing members, raise awareness of chamber benefits and activities, and to encourage participation in chamber programs through personal contact. Ambassadors receive points for the contacts they make with members during the year for volunteering at events, writing articles for the chamber newsletter, and getting others involved. We are delighted to recognize our outstanding ambassador for 2016 for her outstanding efforts, Ms. Charla Rollins from Federal Savings Bank. To the past chair remarks, and that has such a nice ring to it, past chair. It's always good when we can turn over to a new chair. So first, if we could all smile for Foster's, we're going to take a picture and we're going to tweet it later to see whose crowd was bigger. So, sorry, I could resist. But in all seriousness, I do find it hard to believe that a year has already passed. It has gone by so quickly, and it seems like just the other day we were all gathered in this very room talking about the initiatives for 2016. And over the course of the last year, as I reflect on what we've been able to do, we certainly have achieved a lot here for our chamber and for our members. Over the course of the last year, we continue to provide our members with opportunities for business promotion, professional networking, and legislative advocacy at the local and state levels. The board of directors, working within our various committee structures, have focused on membership recruitment, retention, and providing high-quality member services. I would like to thank my colleagues, all of them, on the Board of Directors and the many volunteers in our Chamber staff for their tireless efforts in supporting our membership. It has been an absolute pleasure working with all of you. And as always, our Chamber event schedule was packed with opportunities for our membership to promote their business and network and develop new relationships with the business community. Key events were held that included our Chamber Showcase, the annual dinner and awards banquet, the Business Community Expo, our annual raffle bash, of course Operation Thank You, where we thank all of our members for being part of our great organization. We also had the holiday tree lighting and the holiday parade, which are always big hits within our community. So thank you to everyone that participated in our many events this year. We also held informational sessions for our business community, such as the State of the State address with our governor, the State of the City address with our elected and local officials, and legislative receptions with our state legislative delegation. These afforded our members the opportunity to network with our legislative delegation and promote their concerns to them in hopes that our legislation could be more business friendly. And certainly there were plenty of opportunities for our members to become active and involved in the Chamber. And as a past member once told me, the Chamber is like a gym membership. You only get benefit if you use it. And that is very true. And the Chamber stands ready to support all of you in all of your business endeavors and support you to promote your business to the greater Rochester area. I'm also excited and pleased at the success of our Young Professionals group that we started last year. The Greater Rochester Young Professionals Networking Group has provided our young business professionals, 21 to 35, the opportunity to get together in a casual environment and begin the process of building their business contact base while getting involved with the Chamber at an early age. Think of it almost like a feeder system. We're getting the young professionals acclimated to the Chamber at a young age so that they will be the leaders of tomorrow of our great organization. And although I did kind of take exception with the fact that it was 21 to 35 and I fell out of that range, I still went to some meetings. Speaking of leadership, we have also laid the foundation to an exciting new program which will be coming in Rochester in 2017. Leadership Greater Rochester will be an opportunity for community members to learn more about the various aspects of our community, from government and public safety to education, arts and culture, and health and human services. This program is designed to encourage and develop leadership skills to individuals within our community who want to grow professionally. And as Laura reported in the financial performance of our Chamber, we are remarkably strong. And this year, I'm proud to say we have paid off the building, so we now own the Chamber office. So that's always a good feeling. I'm sure we can schedule a mortgage burning party at some point and have some fun with that. And before I conclude my remarks, I must take a moment to recognize our Chamber staff. Perhaps the most rewarding aspect of serving as the chairman of the board was the strengthened relationship that I enjoyed with our Chamber staff. My friends, I know you've all heard this before, and I'm here to say it again, but we are so blessed to have Laura Ring as the leader of our Chamber and the staff that work with her. From the long hours in the office to late nights at Chamber functions, Laura and her team deliver first-class events for our members to enjoy and benefit from. She is a tireless advocate for our members and is always looking out for the best interest of them and our organization. This past year has been a difficult year for our staff, as they often work shorthanded as we try to fill vacancies within our organization. However, through it all, every event was successful, and our Chamber never missed a beat. This was due in large part to Laura's hard work and dedication. So I cannot thank Laura enough for all that she has done and all that she continues to do to ensure the success of our organization. So Laura, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And I should probably apologize for probably creating a few more gray hairs for Laura, because I would often run 5 to 10 minutes late to certain events, and I would get the nice little text from her that would just say, hello. And that's when I knew she was getting a little nervous. So thank you, Laura, and I'm sorry to put you through that. I certainly would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity and a moment to thank Caitlin Marble for all of her hard work at the Chamber. I know we've talked about it already, but it's worth mentioning again. For her 11 years with the Chamber. And as you all know, Caitlin has embarked on an exciting and new endeavor in her professional life, and we could not be prouder of her. She is truly a remarkable young professional whose talent will be greatly missed. So all the best to you, Caitlin, and thank you. And Laura, just places Caitlin can get money out of us like she could, so. All right. I also want to take a quick moment to thank the Chamber staff who have helped throughout the course of the year. Kaylee Patterson, Tori Gagnon, Teresa Shield, and of course Jimmy Gagnon. They've all done wonderful work in support of our Chamber initiatives, and we thank them very much for all of their hard work. So finally, and in closing, I want to thank each and every one of you, the Chamber membership, for your support of this great organization. Without our members, we would not be able to provide the vital services to the business community that we do here in Rochester. It has been an absolute honor serving you as chairman, and I wish all of you the very best. And I would also like to once again thank the Board of Directors for their hard work. I also want to thank the Board of Directors at the Gaffney Home for allowing me the time to serve as the chairman of the board this past year. They have been incredibly supportive of the Chamber, and I certainly thank them for allowing me the opportunity to serve in this capacity. And finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my wife and my beautiful family, Tyler, Brady, and little baby Ryan, for their continued support, and I appreciate their sacrifice by allowing me to step away to meetings and events from time to time. I love them all very much. So now it is my high honor and privilege to introduce to you the incoming chairman of the board, Mr. Matt Bollier of Service Credit Union. Come on up, Matt. I always find it's better that we have the individual up here while we read the biography. Matt and I go way back, so this is par for the course for us. Matt Bollier is an Assistant Vice President of Member Service of Service Credit Union, headquartered in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Matt joined the Service Credit Union management team in 2012, bringing with him 16 years' experience with the credit union industry in operations and business development. As Service Credit Union's Assistant Vice President, Member Services, Matt is responsible for the operation of 12 Service Credit Union branches located in the United States. Additionally, Matt works to implement new programs which focus on implementing the credit union's strategic initiatives. Matt is also committed to volunteering within the community. Over the years, he has been involved with many organizations such as Rochester Main Street, the Lilac Family Fun Festival, the Gaffney Home, St. Mary's Parish, Rochester Rotary, and the American Credit Union Museum. They actually have a museum? Good to know. Good to know. Nonprofit museum? I'm sorry. A graduate of the Southern New Hampshire University, Matt earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration. He continued his education with Southern New Hampshire University and earned his Master's in Business Administration. Additionally, Matt attended CUNA Management School, conducted through the University of Wisconsin Graduate School of Business, where he graduated with honors and earned the designation as Certified Credit Union Executive. Matt is a lifelong resident of Rochester, where he currently resides with his wife, Holly, and his daughter, Michaela. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Matt Bollier of Service Credit Union.
Well, TJ, you can't go anywhere because it's our time to, well, I won't embarrass you, but we want to honor the efforts you've had this year, making sure, you did tell me that. And it wasn't the flowers. That's exactly how she presented it to me. Don't give them the flowers, give them the flag. Flowers look so pretty with your eyes. An appreciation for all your work, your leadership over the past year to the Board of Directors, and Laura keeping you straight. We want to give you this plaque because you're chairman. So you can stand over here so Mark can take a picture. So that way. Humility, honor, pride, and respect are words which keep going through my mind when I think about what it means to stand in front of all of you as the chairman of the board of the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce. I first want to thank each of you for your membership. Your investment in the chamber allows growth and development within the greater Rochester area. I'm also honored to have the trust to be in this position and work with each of you during 2017 to help you take advantage of the many opportunities the Chamber has to offer. I want to thank my family for their support as they understand the focus all of you needed me during this year. I also want to thank Service Credit Union, its leadership, my colleagues, and also my team for allowing me to accept this position. Their continued support of the Chamber and its programs is a great example of how your business can strive from being involved in the community. Traditional values and hard work have developed the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce. Over 40 years ago, my grandfather, Paul Grunton Sr., stood in front of fellow chamber members as a chairman to remind everyone we all need to work together to help develop our business and grow our community. We are an organization that is here to help you promote your business, connect with companies in our area who can utilize each other's services to create a synergistic approach and much more. This message has been given through past chairs as they have stood in front of you, as I am doing today. I want to recognize the great leaders before me who are also here in attendance. I ask that when I say your name, please stand up, and we'll give one group of applause afterwards. We have Bruce Boudreau from Packing Rug and Upholstery. Mark Farrell from Lars Heating Systems. Someone that I would like to say is a mentor, a friend, and I get to say my uncle, Jerry Gilbert from Profile Insurance Group. Brian Hughes from Holy Rosary Credit Union. TJ Jean, the Gaffney Home, and Robert Steele from Steele & Sons. Thank you. Our focus and values remain the same as they have done over the past 40 years. The only difference is the diverse group of businesses which make up the Chamber. From computer companies, funeral homes, financial institutions, insurance carriers, nonprofits, learning centers, design groups, the list goes on of over 450 chamber businesses who are all seeing the benefits of this great chamber. We have many opportunities for each of you, and I urge you to explore what the chamber offers you. We have business after hour events where we can network with each other and also learn about the local businesses. Each of you should take time to attend these monthly events to meet all the great members and volunteers. Many of you here today make up the great volunteer base of the Chamber. Together, we'll work to exceed the goals and initiatives for 2017. If you're not involved, I urge you to do so. We have many types of committees to fit your interests and make your time fun and productive. We have the membership committee, works to recruit new members to the Chamber, along with the ambassador committee, who reaches out to members to ensure we are all taking advantage of what the Chamber has to offer. The Governmental Affairs Council works with local state representatives to monitor various issues to help maintain a strong business community for all members. The Public Relations Committee helps promote our business, helps promote our membership, as well as the community of Rochester. We also have many events where volunteers serve on various committees to create the best events in our area, which include the annual banquet, Community and Business Expo, golf tournaments, chamber raffle, and Rochester's holiday events through the holiday tree lighting and holiday parade. If you're interested to learn more, come see me after the meeting. Our new initiative, which was developed in the past 2 years, is our Young Professionals Group. The Chamber leadership saw a need to help you develop your younger employees and have them learn more about our community and to create environments for peer networking. From here, we have developed a group of new volunteers for the Chamber, local nonprofits, and also help many businesses realize future development for your own companies. We at the Chamber realize the importance of developing our employees to be future leaders in our community. This is why the Chamber has developed a new nonprofit called Leadership Greater Rochester, which you're going to hear more about shortly. Starting later this year, we'll be having our first Leadership Greater Rochester class. Your employees can take part and apply for this program. This program is designed to help develop leaders through participation in community awareness sessions that will benefit us all. We reach out to you seeking volunteers, sponsors, and students to be part of our inaugural program. Rochester is only as strong as our future leaders, so we hope you'll help us make this possible. Speaking of leadership, it's time to introduce to you the Board of Directors for 2017. We're very lucky to have a diverse group of individuals who come from different backgrounds to keep the Chamber focused on its mission and develop key strategic initiatives. Not only do these individuals attend monthly meetings, they also serve on multiple committees and are always available to help any member learn more about the Chamber. We're going to start with the 2017 Executive Board of Directors. Myself, Matt Bollier, Chairman of the Board. We have Chair-elect, and please stand as I call your name, Keith Newton from DF Richard Energy. Vice Chair, Membership Development, Diane DeVries from True Marketing Communications. Vice Chair, Governmental Affairs, we have Kathleen Lewis from Eversource. Vice Chair, Events and Fundraisers, Steve Cates from Waste Management. Treasurer, Ann Brown, Daystar Incorporated. Immediate past Chair, TJ Jean, the Gaffney Home. For our Board of Directors, again, please stand as I call your name. Troy Dillow, Bernier Insurance. Mark Farrell, Lars Heating Systems. Paul Gatehouse, Independence Financial Advisors. Mike Hagan from Hagan's Motor Pool. Alan Johnson, Metrocast. Michelle Landry, Frisbee Memorial Hospital. Tori Martin, Yankee Thermal Imaging. Janet Oliver, Unitil. Derek Peters, Kittery Point Construction. Charlotte Rollins, Federal Savings Bank. Leslie Simpson from Bank of New Hampshire. And Mark Zoller from Keller Williams Coastal Realty. Now, in any strong organization, we have a group of hardworking and extremely dedicated employees. There are a few words to express the appreciation we have for the work they conduct on our behalf. Although we are saddened to see Caitlin go, we wish her all the well in her new career. Laura will be developing a new team beginning next week, who will be working alongside her and many volunteers at the various projects and initiatives by the Chamber. I'm excited and cannot talk with you how much this means to me and how much work we have to do to improve Rochester and make the Chamber stronger than ever. Before I sit back down, I want to say thank you. First, I want to say thank you to all of you for attending our annual meeting breakfast, and thank you to Frisbee Hospital for hosting this event. Thank you to Kremlin Creative for taping, and for Metrocast, who will be airing this at a later date. Also, thank you to Foster's Daily Democrat, the Rochester Times, for being here and covering today's annual meeting. Before we go, I want to bring up Laura Ring, as she'll next be talking to us more about our leadership Greater Rochester. Thank you.
And just real quickly, while I'm getting up the slide for the the Leadership Greater Rochester program, a couple of upcoming events that we have coming up. On Thursday, February 23rd, we'll be having our 11th annual Chamber Showcase over at the Rochester Elks. So we hope that you will attend that. That will be from 5 to 7:30 p.m. We will have the State of the City Breakfast Forum on Tuesday, March 21st. That will be here, so that we'll hear from our City Manager, Dan Fitzpatrick, Mayor Caroline McCarley, and our Economic Development Manager, Karen Pollard. And just so you all know, we are seeking nominations for the 2017 Business Leader of the Year and the 2017 Citizen of the Year. The deadline for those nominations is February 18th, so if you I'm sure we all know of some deserving people, so please get some nominations into the Chamber office. Okay, so Leadership Greater Rochester. This is a program that we started working on probably a year and a half ago. A group from the Board of Directors and other members came forward to help put this initiative together. You do have on your tables a brochure on the program that was developed by Diane DeVries of True Marketing Communications, so thank you, Diane. But Leadership Greater Rochester, much like some of the other leadership programs that you see around the state, we had a need to look to develop some leaders in our own community as well as in the surrounding area. There's leadership programs, on the seacoast, throughout New Hampshire, but there wasn't anything sort of covering the northern Stratford County into the Southern Lakes region. So we decided to put a program together that's looking to develop those that want to learn learn more about their community. How to be involved, what things take place, we want to be able to develop some future leaders and have a diverse group of people to do that. Each class session that we're looking to have will cover all topics crucial to running a community. Some of our signature topics vary from city government, education, healthcare, judicial, and more that will include experiential assignments. Sessions will include participants meeting many local and state officials and tours of various sites. So classes are geared towards fostering a professional career and helping to build a network with city and state leaders. I'm a page ahead, so I apologize. But we also have a course schedule that we're looking at that's going to run, there'll be half-day programs from September through May. Obviously, September will be our welcome day. We're looking to have a city government day in October, an education day in November, and so forth through May, where we'll have a graduation ceremony and provide the participants with certificates for their attending the classes. So as I mentioned, the length of the program will be the September to May. The courses will take place from 8:30 to 12 at various locations around the city, around the region. So there'll be 3 hours starting at 8:15 in the morning. There'll be, as I mentioned, there'll be some experiential assignments. So outside of the class programs, for instance, when we do our judicial day, we may want to have a ride along, and I'm sure I'll be speaking with the police chief about that. We'll probably want to, when we have our education day, have a session over at possibly the Credo Technology Center. So we have a great committee that's putting together a whole class outline for each of the classes. They'll be out there contacting a number of people to speak at these programs, as well as looking for sponsors. So you will be hearing from the committee. Our tuition cost will be $500, and we're encouraging that. We hope employers will encourage their employees to attend, and there may be some scholarships that we'll have available as well. So we are, as I mentioned, we are seeking sponsors right now, and I do want to thank Frisbee Memorial Hospital. They have stepped up to be the underwriter of this program, and we have various sponsorship levels that we're seeking right now. You do have those in your brochures. And I would like to ask the committee to just stand and maybe come up here. They've really done a whole lot of work over the past year and a half. So if I could ask Ann Brown of Daystar, Diane DeVries of True Marketing Communications, Jerry Gilbert, Profile Insurance Group, TJ Jean, the Gaffney Home, Mark LaLiberty, who's with New Hampshire Resources and Economic Development, Michelle Landry from Frisbee Memorial Hospital, Kim Meyer from Bank of New Hampshire, Janet Oliver of Unitel. Please all stand and be recognized. This group's been working tirelessly for the past year and a half and forming what's going to take place when this program kicks off in September. So thank you. And those are the sponsors that we do have to date. As I mentioned, Frisbee Memorial Hospital is the underwriter. Our promotion sponsors to date, True Marketing Communications. Diane's done a wonderful job developing the logo for the program, the brochures. Thank you so much, Diane. We have a web page that we just developed that's part of the Chamber website. There's a page on there for Leadership Greater Rochester, and we also have a Facebook page that'll be launched next week. And we do already have a couple session sponsors, which is the Gaffney Home and Unitel. So our thank you to the committee, and for more information on the program, or to apply, we do have the applications on the website already. You can go to the Chamber website, to the Leadership Greater Rochester page, or find us on the Facebook page or call the Chamber office. Leadership Greater Rochester is a 501c3 organization. It is separate from the Chamber. It's not part of the Chamber. It's a separate organization. So we do look to provide some, good networking opportunities and class participation and kick off a great leadership program here in this region. So if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them, or anybody on the committee will be happy to answer after the program. So, well, we're thinking for the first year we may have, a dozen to 15. We'll certainly, if we have more, that's wonderful. We'd love to have a full class of maybe 20 or 30 for the first year, but that's what we're looking for, probably right now. And I know we have a couple companies that are already looking to send some employees. Okay, if not, then thank you, and everyone please have a great day. Thank you again for coming. Thank you to Frisbee Memorial Hospital for hosting and sponsoring this event, and we'll see you next year.